Good evening and welcome to tonight's Insight. I'm Chloe Miller-Smith. This evening, I'm delighted to bring you into the rehearsal studio to see preparations for Valentino Zucchetti's brand new ballet, Anemoi. Developed from his ballet Scherzo, which has recently been nominated for a Sky Arts Award and a Critics' Circle National Dance Award, Anemoi brings together the sumptuous music of Rachmaninov with Greek mythology and soaring choreography. It will form part of the Royal Ballet's Beauty Mixed programme, which takes to the stage on the 26th of June, and you will be able to watch it wherever you are when it's streamed across the world on the 9th of July. Visit the ROH website to book your tickets. We're going to see this fantastic new work rehearsed very soon, but first, please welcome Director of the Royal Ballet, Kevin O'Hare. Hello, Kevin. Nice to see you.
Hello, everybody. Nice to see you.
Now, Kevin, you commissioned Valentino to create Scherzo last year, which we saw both at World Ballet Day and also as part of the Royal Ballet Live in November. What was your thinking behind the commission?
Well, it was certainly on the back of the dreadful time we've all been having, to be honest. And by that point, you know, we'd come out of our kitchens and our front rooms and we're back in the studios. And I knew that we were getting on stage with some different gala-type programs. And so I was just really concerned about the young dancers in the company. We have a brilliant young set of dancers in the company, not only them, but also the Jebsen program, which is a fantastic program bringing pupils from the ballet school into the company, and then I can hopefully then turn those into contracts. So I really felt this had been a dismal start for them. And I thought, who better than Valentino to create a classical piece and celebrate classical dancing and use that young talent. And so I was thrilled with the results and thrilled with all the attention it's got. And so when it came to celebrating, you know, we're very light touch celebration of the 90th anniversary of the company because of everything that's going on. But I thought, what better way to finish the season than to have a new ballet by a choreographer from within the company, and I think something that Madam would have been very pleased about.
I'm absolutely sure. And we've seen recently the DraftWorks programme on the main stage and of course Valentino's new piece. How important is it for you to create choreographic opportunities for company members?
Oh, superly important. You know, that's the way all the choreographers I can remember when I was young, dancing in workshops, and we used to do them at the end of rehearsals and in our own time. And that's what a lot of the dancers are doing today, especially with all the things they've gone through with the pandemic. But this gives them a proper platform, DraftWorks, and we're doing different ways of doing it this year, and we had it on the main stage that we filmed, and so that's been fantastic to see all the influences, of course, as well, of all the choreographers that work with us, and you can see that coming through their choreography, but then them finding their own voice, and I think Valentino's found his own voice, which is really wonderful.
And are there any new initiatives beyond DraftWorks to look forward to?
Well, there's a sort of different type of DraftWorks in July, which is where we've invited 4 choreographers that haven't worked with the Royal Ballet before. So to come in and to take the pressure off that thing of, oh, here's a commission in the Limbury Theatre or here's a commission on the main stage. And it's just to try out with our dancers and work with them. And it's interesting for our dancers, but also a really great way in for them. And we've got a program that we started before the pandemic that we're in the midst of sorting out, but that's going to be an emerging choreographer program. So that's going to be very exciting when that comes to fruition.
Well, we're looking forward to it, and we're looking forward as well to seeing Valentino's work. So thank you so much.
Yeah, and I do have to say, you know, when I decided that I wanted to make this a bigger ballet, it's due to the help of Ricky Gale Conway, a great supporter of the company, and was a great supporter of the school. So it's very nice that there's this link from the support she gave to the school to now, and that's helped us to put this ballet on the stage.
Well, big thanks to her as well. Thank you so much, Kevin.
Thank you.
So I think it's time to get started. Please welcome choreographer and first soloist of the Royal Ballet, Valentino Zucchetti, senior ballet master Gary Avis, and dancers of the Royal Ballet, Sumina Sasaki and Daichi Ikarashi.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm just gonna start with a little entrance of the extension. So for those of you who have seen Scherzo, you wouldn't have seen this before. And then time permitting, I'm gonna probably try and do some extra couple of entrances. These are very beaty, but they are my second cast, so they're a little bit less rehearsed, so you should be able to we can get down to the details with them. So if Gary can help us, can we just take it from the six sixes in before you start the first entrance in the first movement, please? One, 2, 3, 4, 6, turn 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Okay, not bad. Up, 2, 3. Okay, not bad, guys. Thank you, not bad. Okay, no, but make sure that while you're walking back, you turn the 6, 6. Yeah, so you 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Slowly 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This in this entrance, I'm going to start showing how I want to tell the audience how these two characters are confrontational. They don't really like each other. It's going to make sense in the bigger piece. So this is the moment that you have to tell me this. So this is like you're circling each other, just like two cats who are like kind of studying each other. So all of this has to be done with the body and make this more sinuous. And then here, be careful, guys, don't do, yeah. So you do a sinuous fouette down, so you have a little bit sharper, exactly. This is 1 and 2, 3, 4, and here it's almost like you're saying, now it's your turn. So so don't make it too slow. So make it's like it's your turn, and then it's her turn to. Yeah, now here, Sumina, be careful. It's down here, and then make this pas de bourrée clear. So by going deep, it goes back. So here you go down, ba, ba, and then all together, hold. Now here, make sure that we both see you in attitude front. Here, toe, hop, hop. Same thing here. It's doing like exactly. It's from confrontational. This is fine. Now be careful with this one. Make sure you have a bigger plie. Yeah. So you stop and make it a bigger plie. Now can I see this entrelacé? Make sure I know she's a bit. Okay. Yeah. Careful. Exactly. Careful. So because of the height difference, like you need to make sure you go a little bit higher. Sumina, bring your shoulders down and try not to land her too far to the side. So make sure that she finishes on that corner so she can transition into the next step. Ready? Ooh, a bit better. Yeah, try again. Try not to be. Try to keep your body up a little bit more, because otherwise it's. Yeah, and Daichi try to. Okay, not bad. Okay, yeah, lower her sooner, so that she can land here and do that, rather than, because if she lands here, she overturns for the next entrance. And then once you do it, can you just carry on? I want to see from here. Yeah, exactly. From here, this is another moment where you have to be. She lands, and then it's like, it has to be like you slide hands. That's it. So we have a moment that is strong, and then you just exactly. And then again here, hold down. You're starting to get aggressive. That's why I made it. Now this one, try to make it slightly more stamped and lower on the ground, because otherwise it looks a bit like it looks a bit jumpy instead of being here again, sinuous. Down here. Now be careful here. Be careful, Sumina, to make sure that you twist the hips when you go forward, so that we really see like a cartwheel from arabesque, that's it. And then from here, try to just stay back, and then look at him again. Now this question and answer again, this was good. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8 and 9. So you need to make sure that, yeah, you need to do it more with your torso, because you're doing this. It has to be like, so what? Yeah. Same thing, and the second time as well, again, it has to be like, so it has to be quite a lot sharper, yes. And then this is good. Yeah, can we just do it one more time, just with this like little lights and shades is the way you interact with each other, and the use of the upper body. So with your body language, you're supposed to be able to tell this little tale. This is when you're circling each other, okay? Thanks. 3, 4, 5, 6, in. 3, 4, 5, 6. More body. Good. That's it. Nice, actually, that's it. Now it's a turn. Nice. Back, tap, tap. Together. Attitude. Tap, hop, hop. You. 4, 5, 6, 2. That's it. Hold down, go. Down, 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 down. A little bit more, Sumina. 1 and 2. 7, 8 and 9. 7, 8 and 9. Do-si-do. A little bit low. Okay, thank you, Gary. Thank you, Gary. Much better, much better. Better intention at the beginning. We started to see it. Be careful, Sumina. You tend to be quite up, you know, especially in this where you have to be slightly down. So this one, lower, lower. This is fine again. This one, stay lower. And it's also for this one. So you do this one here, stay low. Da, 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 da. Yeah, sometimes you tend to, and especially in the do-si-do, especially because of the height difference, you need to try to be more clear and more grounded. That's it. That's it. Oh, careful, careful. Careful, careful. Yeah. Okay. Not bad though. Like the step that you forgot to do the cartwheel, but it's okay. I'll forgive you.
Am I correct in thinking that to get the conversation across, don't ever let your focus come off Daichi? So because it should look like Sumina is in charge, so they're sort of opposing.
Yeah, there is never like an audience moment. Yes, of course there will be like some heads forward, but the idea is that it's always to each other.
Always try and focus on him because you don't know what he's going to do next, so you want to answer back to him.
Yeah, because the idea is it's like two cats that are circling each other, and it's kind of like, what? That's the idea. Good. Let's try to do that little entrance after the big circle. This comes after like a big quarter ballet number. This movement has 16 dancers on at all times. It's just that you guys are getting a little glimpse. But so it comes from, again, same concept of circling each other and being confrontational. And again, it's about if you walk, try not to if you walk like a normal ballet dancer and you look really elegant, instead of being chest out, hips forward, then it's more. Exactly, and it becomes more sinuous and it becomes more confrontational. You're supposed to be the two of the mains,
Okay, you might want this a little bit further back.
Yeah. 2 6s, 2 3 5 6, walk, 2 3 4 5 6. All right, and get away from me. Sudan. Okay, stop. Better. Actually, one thing that I'm going to use this rehearsal to actually fix stuff that I didn't fix before, so I apologize. I forgot to fix this earlier. So after you do this, before the pull away, do the pull away with the other hand, Daichi, and then you keep that. Yeah, so you keep that. You change with her this way, and now you go down stage here. You go down stage, that's it. There, here. And then from here, you just soutenu off. Arms down, yeah. Yeah, so she does, yeah, from here, now when you extend, let go the right arm. So that's for you, you let go the right arm. That's it, and now change arm, that's it. So you have here, there, yes, and then go in front again, there. And every time you do this, try to make it like, pull away, pull away, come to me. And then you just go off. Again, it's one of those moments that has to be a bit like, you guys are supposed to be jarring at all times, yeah. Yeah, you need to figure out the hands. Wasn't bad though, wasn't bad. This is good. Pirouettes were nice. Yeah, this was nice. You've seen her, if I can get a little bit more, like as much as you can, like more, a little bit more resistance, instead of try not to, because you're very flexible, try not to like, just relax and go down. Make it like gradual. It's like confrontational, face to face. Yeah, it's the opposite. Yeah, so you're there, you're here, and you just do like, shh. It's almost like, get away from me. That's it. And then you just, one, tack. Oh, try not to let go. It's a bit weird, yeah, you have to do that. Try to figure out, try again. This is fine. Now change, yeah. Yeah, sorry, you have to figure it out a little bit. Can we just do this very short? Can we just do it one more time, please? Just to be, so that you memorize that. One more time, Gary, thank you. Hips forward, Sumina, more forward. More hips, Sumina. In. Block. Two, three, 5, 6, 2, 10. Off. Okay. Okay. A little bit better. I know we have to sort this out. Right. So I was thinking because a lot of the other entrances like require other principles and other things. Now we jump back to the scherzo. We jump back to the whole feel of the piece goes up. We are charging up into higher grounds basically, and they actually have two of the hardest solos in it. As all my dancers will tell you, I love hard choreography. I think it's good to challenge them. It makes them grow, and I think it's interesting. So if we can find it, shall we start with Daichi's solo from Scherzo? This, for some of you who have seen it, some of you haven't, but I think it's one of the many little highlights of the piece, and it's a. This is a little bit further forward. That's it. 10, 11, 12. Higher volume, please. Sorry, stop. Sorry, can you go further back a little bit with higher volume? Can we have a little bit, so we stay excited. You don't hear my voice and you hear the music. Higher volume, please. Thank you. 9, 10, 11, 12, first. Now relax into this, you got the space. Now relax this one, softer, control, that's it. And you're introducing her balance. Yes. Nice, very nice, Daichi, very nice. As Kevin said, we have very talented people in the Royal Ballet, so it was very nice for me to also be able to choreograph on such talented dancers. That was very nice, very nice. You have to be careful just a little bit your landings. At the beginning, you thought about it, and then it starts, especially this double into this one. Also be careful of the entrelace. When you do entrelace, be careful of that front leg. Yeah. And again, this one, can you do more body to then charge for the... Yeah, exactly. Use that as like a spring. That's it. And then you get... You could go flatter, actually, in terms of look. So actually, you get this look, which is better than sharper. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Because you can go further, and then you can travel for this. And actually, you don't want to travel this too far, because then you see for here to compensate, you have to like really travel. So actually, if you travel more with this one, you go just off center, and then you don't have to work as much for the double saut de basque. Yeah, the manège. The double saut de basque it's okay. It's okay. We rehearsed this earlier. We've already done this like 3 hours, so it's done very, very well. Last thing, we're gonna do Sumina, the solo, yeah? Working them extra hard for you, yeah, just so you know. That's the solo, that's the end of the solo, just like a little minute. Five, 6, 7, right, left. Good. Now, grounded, keep it grounded. Control it. Up, up. With the body. Now relax in the plie.
It's crossed.
Up, in, out, in. Go. Good. Very, very nice, Sumina. Very, very nice. Thank you. I feel so lucky, honestly. Okay, just this one. Little bit, travel more. Yeah, still a little bit conservative. This is fine. You saved that. Very nice. This is good. Now be careful from here. When you do this fouette, you tend to, you almost jump in it. Because what's happening, you do it ding, ding. You have to like keep it grounded or keep pushing the floor. So you just do it with your hips, controlling with your stomach. Because what's happening, don't make the throw, exactly, don't make the throw make you jump it. Keep pushing it down on the floor so you stay grounded. Down, that's it. Do more with your hip, not with your feet. Now this one, secure with your abs, that's it. Yeah, good. Yeah, so it's like abs, and then you can go. Yeah, the rest is pretty good. Yeah, and then after you do the tenleve, remember, this one is relax and playful. Make it cheeky for the audience before you then take off again. Yeah, okay, thank you. I think that's it. So, thank you. Please. Thank you, guys.
We're going to find out about how this ballet was created in just a second, but first, don't forget that you can watch Anemoi on Friday the 9th of July as it's streamed across the world. It will be joined by a selection of work by choreographers who have shaped the Royal Ballet's history and pushed the boundaries of ballet today. It will culminate in a performance of one of the most iconic moments of classical ballet, Act 3 of The Sleeping Beauty. It's one not to miss. Visit theroh.org.uk and click on What's On to book your tickets. So I think we're ready in the studio, so please welcome back Valentino Zucchetti and joining him, designer Jean-Marc Puissant. Hello. Hi, Jean-Marc. Thank you so much, Valentino, first for giving us a glimpse of the show, and for Jean-Marc, thank you so much for coming along. So first, Valentino, tell me, what are the Anemoi? What's the inspiration between this piece?
Well, actually, Anemoi is the Greek terminology for gods of wind. The reason why I go retroactive in that is because when I had to extend the piece from Scherzo, I actually find it quite difficult to contextualize it, because Scherzo was very much thought as a divertisement, as a showcase for the corps de ballet. It didn't necessarily have a concept or a meaning, so to speak. So I had to actually extrapolate a meaning from something that didn't have it. So it took me quite a while, and then eventually I just realized that actually what it actually is a concept in itself. So I was showcasing young corps de ballet members that are very eager, very talented. So they represent the future. They represent the change. They represent the wind of change. So going on to that concept, I couldn't really call the piece Wind of Change because it's a famous song by Scorpion. So, so I didn't want to be sued.
There,
so
yeah.
we actually, thanks to Jean-Marc, actually, after discussing the concept with Jean-Marc, he's helped me to come up with a slightly less obvious and a little bit more conceptual title, which is Anemoi. And the reason why I like going to the Greek mythology in this case is because in the Greek mythology, they personify concepts really well. Whether it's wisdom, whether it's the sun, the moon, wisdom, or mischief, they have a god that is personified in a person. So the best way for me to personify the wind of change is to make the dancers the anemois. So they personify the wind of change that they represent in my piece.
So working with them, what was the process behind creating the piece then in the studio?
Well, it's there are so many things in the studio. I'm very lucky that I'm working with, most of them are obviously my colleagues and my friends, so I'm also very open to them about what the piece is about and what we're trying to achieve together, and where I need them and where the choreography takes over, if it makes sense. So I obviously had it planned more or less in my head, and I found the music, which is beautiful and never been used for ballet before as well. And then we just started creating from there. But having Scherzo already done, so everything just branched out from there. And Scherzo will be the middle piece. So it's going to have a nice crescendo. So it starts off slow, and then it has the peak of Scherzo, and then it gently descends into this beautiful third movement with this beautiful music.
And Jean-Marc, you've designed for a number of ballets here at the Royal Opera House over the years: Aeternum, DGV, Les Enfants Terribles, Choreographic Games. How did you come to be involved with Anemoi, and when did that happen?
It happened at a great time, which was after the lockdown, and had been at home for many, many months. And I think Valentino saw me on Instagram posting photos of the wall in front of me.
The same window, yeah.
But Valentino and I have been chatting for quite some years now to find the right project to do together. And this came about, and I was just thrilled. A wonderful thing about this process really was to start from already created piece that was performed, which was the central Scherzo, which is very unusual when you design for contemporary ballet, because usually the designer gets involved so far in advance, and the material is only created 6 weeks before the show usually. So we tend to design blind, purely on discussing and talking and trying to understand what it is about. And in this case, it was great because we had something really strong to start with, which was the Scherzo. So it's really helped a lot with that process and to be able to understand what Valentino was about. And yeah, it's very much a celebration. I think, as Kevin was saying earlier, it's a return to the stage. It's a new generation. It's a return to sharing with the audience as well. So that's been very informative as well in how we try to approach the design for this show.
And can you tell us a little bit about what we might see? What have you tried to do with that design?
Again, something I discussed with Valentino, which was to address the individualities of those dancers. So not to approach them only as a kind of airbrush corps de ballet of people, which is often the case in classical, neoclassical dance for some good reasons. But I thought that in that case, it was really interesting to see those individualities that are in the company right now. And people come from all around the world, and yet they have this pretty Royal Ballet feel about them. And I felt that this piece really represented that. We have some individuals, but they are very much part of a collective. And so the designs address that. There's 16 dancers on stage, and actually 16 designs. And, but hopefully they come to a coherence through the differences, but they belong together. And it's also a take on a journey from coming from our kitchens and living rooms for those dancers, you know, dancing there at home in very domestic environment, probably wearing some sportswear, clothes, or
Pajamas.
Pajamas. And then tracing that journey through going back to the studio and maybe going back to the stage. So the clothes reflect that in a way as well. So they are based on clothes, ballet wear, and costume. And it's a little combination of all of that.
And Valentino, let's talk about the dancers. You said just a minute ago that you love hard choreography, and that your dancers are very talented. The young dancers in this company are incredibly talented. Tell us more about working with them.
It's interesting and inspiring to a degree, because when you get to work with incredibly talented dancers, I often envy them, because I do feel like, oh my God, you're so much talent. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's inspiring to a degree, and it obviously pushes me to push them, because I recognize the talent, I recognize the potential, I see how much they can achieve. And I'm not scared of saying, you know what, you can achieve this, and I'm going to push you to get there. They don't believe they can do it, and this often happens with my pieces. I started off, and they just look at me like, that's not possible. Like, and 2 weeks in, they can do it. So it's a matter of like also making them believe that they can achieve as much as I can see that they can achieve. So often, us dancers are very insecure about so many reasons, and especially when you come in a big company as a young dancer, there is an expectation of, you have to wait your turn, and you need to work on your talent, and you need to work on your stagecraft, and there is definitely an element of that, and there are reasons why that happens. But when you have a window, or this opportunity to really say, and I explain to the dancers, this is going to be a little window where you are now going to have to own the stage, and these two dancers that you just seen before, one is 19, one is 20. They've just joined either last year or the year before. So I'm trying to sort of push them to break that thought and say, you know what, just for this moment, just for my piece, just go beyond what you're expected to be. Go beyond what you think you can do. And it has paid off. It's really paid off. I saw dancers in the past 4 weeks just achieving amazing things, because they are also so eager to dance, and they're so eager to improve, and so eager to get their teeth into something challenging. And it's inspiring to see that much drive.
Absolutely, to be back at it after a little while as well. Yeah. Rachmaninov, you chose 3 pieces from that for the score for this piece. How did you come across them? Why did you choose them?
Well, first of all, Rachmaninov is a composer that is very close to my heart. I think I recognize in his style ways of how I interpret emotions. So Rachmaninov isn't subtle. He's not soft. It's very much full on. And whenever there is a moment where every phrase is just so rich, which is what I believe I am about emotionally. So it really resonates with me. The reason actually why Rachmaninov happened, again, the process of this piece is very unusual. It never happens this way. The way this piece of music was chosen was also based on logistics for COVID. There's so many logistical challenges between like dancers and how many musicians and how many things. So, well, when it came to the list of music, the only one that could be orchestrated in a certain way was the Rachmaninoff Second Symphony. So I went for that to start with, and then I was so glad actually that Kevin and Rob Clark, which is our head pianist, decided to choose that, because then when I had to expand it, I had to choose pieces from a composer which I knew really well, and I started, it didn't take me long to dig through his music, which I know really well, but I was very adamant that despite using a classical vocabulary, I wanted to make this as new and as today as possible. That's also the reasons why I've contacted someone like Jean-Marc, which I've been trying to contact for 3 years, but he's always so busy and in demand. So in a way, also the pandemic allowed this to happen, because otherwise Jean-Marc would have been all over the world. But he was just in Soho, so I was like, Jean-Marc, can you please come to the Upper House? And so in a way, this pandemic there's something that has just made it all happen. And so we now have these 3 gorgeous pieces of music by Rachmaninoff, like the Allegro from the First Symphony, Allegro from the Second Symphony, and the six-handed piano romance. These pieces of music have never been used for ballet before. And another sort of musical specialty to this is that the last movement, again, because of COVID, the last movement would normally be played by 3 pianists on 1 piano. Well, social distancing is impossible there. So we had to orchestrate it. And actually, just this morning, I heard the orchestration, and it's delightful. I mean, I can't wait for everybody to hear it. I can't wait to hear it in the Opera House. It's gorgeous. And again, I think it's like a hidden gem that's never been used before. So I'm almost as excited about hearing this whole thing live in the music than to actually see my piece. I think the music really works, and I'm really excited about it.
It'll be great to hear the music and in-house, but also on a stream across the world on the 9th of July. Jean-Marc, for you, knowing that a production is going to be broadcast, does that change the way you approach design at all? And if so, how does it do that?
Yeah, I think it's something that theatre designers have been challenged with in a good way recently. Our work really is usually meant to be seen from so far away that we are trained to think of details so they can literally travel to the audience, translate so far away. Now, of course, with the camera coming so close to the costumes and to anything that happens on stage, hair and makeup, it's a huge discussion. It really always informed the work. That said, the Opera House, and as you said, I've been working here for, I think, 20 years now, is very much a place where I learned my craft when it came to design. And it's always been a house where detail mattered. And so that's the way I was trained, and I'm always amazed when I go around the world and in some wonderful places. Still, that notion of detail is very much an Opera House trademark. And I think someone I worked with in the wardrobe always said the detail might not be seen from far away, but if you remove it, the audience might notice that something's missing. And so that's been always part of this culture in this particular house. It's even more something that we look after today, for sure. But it's also very much a process that I have with my costume supervisors and Sabine and Donna and my makers, Sasha and Lil. So it's something that we go through every step of the way. Of course, when we meet the dancer as well, who's going to be wearing the costume, it's something that we discuss with them, where the seams will be and how that all works with them. So it's a process that we have always taken care of. And today it's really actually even better when the camera gets close to it because people can really enjoy that work that is being done, over here. So yeah.
Well, let's see some more. Valentino, you're going to rehearse again now. Which section are we going to work on now?
Well, you're actually going to see the last movement, just part of it. I'm not going to give it all to you guys, but so this is the slow descent that I was talking about earlier. The first two movements are very, very charged with choreography, steps, and music, and I just want to keep the audience engaged. And with this movement, is a slow descent into this just like voluptuous and beautiful pas de deux with this music. That for this time it will still be piano. But I hope you guys are going to come and watch it because the orchestration of this music in itself is worth ticket money as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah.
Well, let's see it. Thank you so much, Jean-Marc. Thank you, Valentino. Now, as we all know, live performance is a shared experience, and we're delighted to be welcoming audiences back here at the Royal Opera House. But it's been a difficult year for everyone, and since March of last year, 3 in every £5 of income has been lost due to the pandemic here. Last September, the Royal Opera House launched a fundraising recovery campaign, which continues to form a vital part of the long journey back to a fully functioning and sustainable theatre. So if you've enjoyed tonight's insight and would like to support the future of ballet and opera, please consider leaving a donation. To find out more, visit the website. Now, it's time to see more of Anemoi in action. Please welcome back Valentino with dancers Hannah Park and David Donnelly, and again, senior ballet master Gary Avis. Thank you so much.
Okay, so we're going to start from the beginning. So, starting off stage. And let's see how far we go. But we're not going until the end. And.
Mm-hmm.
down. Up, down. Let's stop here for now. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And very nice, guys, very nice. Right, when we make this, first of all, can we just like give it a little bit more plie? And now, can you please look at each other like you really love it? Like the whole idea of this is that throughout the piece, these two entities, these two anemois, which represent the warm winds, they are slowly searching each other, they're slowly getting there, but they always get interrupted. And when it comes to Scherzo is when they start a sort of like conservative meeting each other, and this is where the blossoming of the summer love comes out. So it's really important that now we differ from the Scherzo, which was much more academic, and we come, and this has to be lavish and warm. So whenever you change the do-si-do, you have to really give me like almost like you go for it. I'll tell you if you exaggerate it. So you really have to give me more here, and especially this. Again, this is like a representation of the wind. You just get, you get blown. All of this needs to be like more. Again, when you're pulling your back in, can we just have it like soft again? Because I feel like this is good, and then from here, I know you guys are trying to rush, but then you get this kind of like, this whole moment is kind of like you're swimming, and if you just like abruptly do the soutenu, instead of just making it like constantly sail, continue sailing until that note is about to hit, and you just do one, and down here, then so that it's just sort of that feeling. Now 1 and 2, so you make sure that you wait here, so you wait on here. 3, 4. This was good, and again, this is a moment where you can like speak to the audience. You haven't looked at the audience yet. So this is your time. This is your time to just let them know how you feel. Let them know, like, again, it's one of those things you need to open up to the audience. This is the moment where you're like, look how in love I am, you know? And again, here, try again, like I said before, like especially in this moment, nothing else happens other than you, like bringing the audience in and telling them, look at him. That's the idea. So, can we just have a little bit more open face, look at him. This is beautiful. Now, be careful here, David, that you brought them back, open earlier, because what you've done 3 turns, you stopped, and then this happened. It's supposed to connect to the turns. So you do the first turn, second turn, you already start, so by the time you have the third turn, then it links together. Now, be careful now here, Hannah, when he's doing this, and he brings the arms down, then from here, be careful not to like get your shoulder up before you get pulled up here. This is good. It's actually quite good. You've never done this before. You did it today, and it works. So when she does the lame duck, give her a little. You did it today. You just because she was a bit slow, you gave her a little, and then actually she kept spinning, and then it helped you to give more time. Again, another thing here, like when you get lifted. Like, yes, she's looking at him. Now, you have to try and give her something. Why are you lifting her? But this is part of our job. It's part of, like, delivering emotion to you while being constantly. But, you know, this is the difference between, like, body, like, you know, gym and being a dancer. So, again, so she's giving you, like, a nice hug. And then, because we do see you, we have to try to act it there. When you open up, arabesque, this is beautiful. Now, when you do this, now we said open, closes to you, David. Open again before this développé, and then we go around. Yeah. Now, because we were a little bit shy, can we just do it again from the beginning with a little more oomph? Yeah. Don't be shy. Again, thank you, Gary. Yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. Nice, Hannah. Even more. That's it. Now keep this sailing controlled. Don't abrupt. That's it. Good. And down. and hold, and up. Now give it to us for the audience. Yes. Now bring us in, bring us in. Now careful this. Start now. That's it. And open. Good. Now giving it a little spin. Nice. Up. Yes, guys. Down. Arabesque. Now shape here. Shape it. Up. Good. Now carry on. And reach. Control this. Keep your arabesque up. Go for it. Open. Hold. Down. Hold. And carry. And carry. And down. Pull, jump. Crab it. Crab it. Longer. Okay. Last lift. Okay, stop, stop, stop. Thank you guys. Oh, the beginning was so much better. Again, very lucky to be working with such talented people. Much better at the beginning. See, I really like this, like, you know, just like letter sail. This was beautiful, very nice, very nice. This was a bit better, like a quarter later you could have done it. And I think I know what you mean. When you go around, be careful, that's when the shoulders are up a little bit. Now, let's just start from the marionette place. Now, this is marionette to here. Now, be careful. This is from you, David. Try not, because she was held open hip. You have to make sure that when you hold her, because this is all you, she is square. And now be careful, Hannah, when you lift this, keep the arabesque up. And then come down, so then it doesn't descend. This is good, but now we have to make this. So once you're here, we need to make this happen to the front quicker. Because what's happening is that you're doing up, you're staying, and then you're showing the position right at the end. But actually what I want to see is that this stuff that you develop in the front and that you descend here. She's now developing like on the way down. We want to see that up there. Now again, here is another moment that because we can't see your face, you need to tell us with your back. So it's like run to her before you do this. This was great, this was good. Now this one's is the transition again. It travels. If you can put her down and keep traveling and going rather than travel, stop. Yeah, so we're gonna do that again from the marionette. Now from here, pull away. Now from here, straight away grab it and don't change it until you're released on the quarter. Because what's happening is that now that it's looking like a linking step, but actually the linking step should be this. And then here I have the shape of her just walking. And then when you get here, this is like, it's the one that's supposed to be quicker. Because now that lift is taking way more music than that one, and actually that's prettier. So this descent was good. Let's take it again. Shall we do it from the marionette so we get a little bit? But it's looking good.
So musically, this is walking
It's the marionette.
Up, yeah, this is walking up stage.
Yes.
Musically. Okay.
6, 7, and square, back, shoulders down there, Hannah. Good. Go. That's it, there you go, that was it. Open. Good. Now, sharp. Give us the note. Carry on, slow. Good, that's it. Now, down, pull away, and crab it. Hold, that's it. Call the couples in. Okay, let's try and carry on a little bit. Rest and step. Breathe. 2, 3, 6. Open. That's it, Hannah, good. Again, audience right now. Good. And go. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Open. In. Side arm, David, that's it. Okay, stop. Stop. I'm afraid I'm giving too much to you guys. Okay, to carry away. Well done. Good. Because they're so nice and the music is so nice, I just want to carry on, but then I have to save it. I don't want to give it away. Okay, it was very much nicer, much better. Just be careful now. From here, you do the marionette here. You have shoulders up and then shoulders up. We want to see you completely here, completely beautifully pulled up, and then just like down. It's like this lift was so much better because you then turn into the front so I can see her. So actually, David, you have to have her on the front. Much better. That was good. Oh, this was great. Dun. I would do even more, Hannah. Sorry, I know maybe I'm a bit too much sometimes, but from here, it's just like give it. Oh, careful! Don't kick him. Down and go. Yes. Don't be afraid. This is such a lavish music. You don't need to pull back. Pull away. This was better. Well, this crabbing. Can we make it a little bit?
Yeah, sorry.
Just a little bit because like she's looking pretty bad. It's a weird one. I get it. But like once she's up, I try to like, or at least just walk like this, because.
Do I need to bend my legs?
No, actually, I think you shouldn't. Can we just try that because everything else was really nice. Hop. Yeah, that's it. And then you can pull her up. Good. Now, actually, carry on. Now, let me see. Can you turn quicker? This now, quicker. All right. Good. Sorry, I didn't mean like that quick. I just meant like I just meant like start this sooner. It's not that quick because what's happening is that you're achieving the full split a bit too soon. It should just kind of get gradually, and then it goes into the split, and then you just go down.
So just take more time starting.
Yeah. This was really nice. Wasn't this with the right front? You're doing left in front, wasn't it? Didn't you do like tandu, step, you do thigh, hand? I thought this was up and right forward, and then you went back.
Mm-hmm. It is.
I thought it wasn't right forward. Yeah, because then what's happening is that you get this like little, which this passage is now. I want to see just like from there, it just pulls up. There.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's better. It's nicer because from here you go up, and then when you do this change, then you can change the attitude. Yeah.
Hannah,
This was very nice.
Hannah, you still changed it forward. Keep it there, and then you release the front leg and it goes up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I want to have the emphasis on that pull up, like, you know.
So just close it, derriere, then release. There you go.
Oh, it's fine. We have to reset, but it was good. It's very nice, guys. Right. I'm not going to do any more. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Sadly, that is all we've got time for tonight. So thank you so much to Valentino, to Gary, to Hannah, to David, and to all of our guests this evening. Don't forget, you can watch Anemoi wherever you are as it's streamed across the world on the 9th of July as part of the Beauty Mixed programme. Visit the ROH website to book your tickets. Thank you to our audience here in the Claw studio and to all of you watching across the world. Good night.